So let's start. So now we will learn about this overview of different testing techniques, right? So like we have thousands of software testing techniques based on different contexts, right? So we will just go through a see the big picture, and then we will wind up the session. And so the content of the categories that I have showing you in this slide will have to cover in the next sessions. Okay. So we will, these are the the content of the overview of different testing techniques. So you can see the big picture will summarize each and everything. And when it comes to the static testing, so you have covered, especially this review part is covered in the previous semester sub-module called software quality, but this dynamic testing is not covered, right? So these will have around 7 weeks sessions, right? So we will go through with the progress. So when it comes to big picture of software testing techniques, right? So we have two main categories, basically static testing and dynamic testing, right? So, and in the inside of the static techniques, you will be learning mainly about review and the static analysis. So when it comes to the dynamic testing techniques, so you will be cover black box, white box, experience based, and the defect based, right? The black box and the white box content is the most important and the new to yourselves, right? So these experience based and defect based are something very simple cases, but in here under the black box and white box testing, we will learn other sub techniques as well. So in order to successfully complete this white box testing techniques, so you need to recap whatever learning of the graph theory. Graph theory, is it done before?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you just need to understand very simple concept. So I will do the some sort of recap of that graph theory related knowledge as well, right? Anyhow, these are the upcoming sessions, right? So when it comes to static techniques, so the word static is mean we are we are not going to do any changes, mean the static, right? So in Sinhala we call sthithika, right? Just forget about that term, right? So static techniques is basically a set of software testing method which is try to identify defects without running execution or the run of the software application or the code. We will try to identify the defects. So that is static techniques. So in that static techniques, the first thing is we will talk about reviews. These reviews mainly focusing on software code and the other supportive documents, for example, ER diagrams, UML diagrams like design diagrams and then UI diagrams, and also different prototypes, and and also it will focus on the SRS, system specification, software requirement specification, right? So And then we have the static analysis. So the static analysis is basically is some sort of software tool, right? So when it comes to reviews, these reviews is done by people. But when it comes to the static analysis, it is focusing on the what we call software code, but human involvement is no. Instead of that, there will be some sort of software tool that is able to analyze the software code, right? So these are the possible types. So we will learn those concepts in the next week. And the dynamic techniques is the other way around of the static technique. So when it comes to static techniques, we basically do not touch or do not execute the software code or the software. But when it comes to the dynamic techniques, we basically execute the software application or run the software application and then identify defects. Right? So the dynamic word is change. We make changes. Code එකක් run කරාම මොකද වෙන්නේ? නිකන් තියෙනකොට variable මුකුත් හැදිලා memory objects හැදිලා නැහැ. Calculation වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මුකුත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි අපි run කරාම මොකද වෙන්නේ? memory changes වෙනවා, variable changes වෙනවා, එක එක outputs එනවා. එක එක දේවල් වෙනවනේ. So dynamic කියන අන්න ඒ නිසා. software එකක් run කරාම එක එක changes software එකේ ඇතුලේ වෙනවා. So we call it it's changing. So in the proper term for the changing in the software arena, the software field is dynamic. ගතික. එක විදිහකට ඉන්නේ නැහැ වෙනස් වෙනවා. Right? Okay. So dynamic testing techniques are new to you. So we will be cover basically the yeah. So that in the when it comes to the black box testing, it's like basically the software itself we think as a black box. We can't see the inside. It means we can't see the code, and yeah, and we basically input set of values, and we will check whether the desired output is given. So we will design, we will talk about how it's going to be implemented. And then as the black box testing techniques, we are having 4 sub techniques. So we have boundary value, state transition, decision table testing, and the equivalence class based testing. Right? These are like we will go through in next slides. So in the white box, so that is the other way around of this black box testing. So instead of considering the software as a black box, we think the software is a white box or the glass box. It means we can see inside of the software. It means we can basically see the structure or the code of the software, right? So then we know the code. In that the black box case, we don't see the code or we don't know about the code. And when it comes to the white box testing, so the tester is seeing the code, and the main purpose of the white box testing is like it will evaluate or it will test the structure of the software code, right? So we have so many things in the white box testing. So statement, decision branch, condition decision, multiple condition, MCDC, path testing are the white box testing techniques. So we will learn those concepts. And again, we have another like set of white box testing techniques: slice based testing, data flow testing, and path for basis testing. So for in order to understand and implement these 3 white box testing techniques, you need to understand the basic concepts of graph theory, right? So based on those understanding, we have to we can implement these 3 white box testing techniques. And then we have the experience based testing. So in the experience based testing, what is happening is, so based on the tester's experience, they understand these are the most important areas of a system, and these are the possible areas that would defect clustering happen, and then these are the possible errors. Basically they guess the errors, and then they start the testing. So there is a very simple example in the real world, right? So in the financial institute, especially in the banks, the government auditors will come to do the audits, right? So usually with their experience, they know that whatever transaction was done in either Monday, Wednesday, or the Friday will have more defects when compared to other 2 days. It's because Monday is the first day of the week. People have spent a very wonderful weekend, and they are still like dreaming about the previous weekend and the next weekend, and thinking like there is 4 days and බුදු අම්මෝ තව දවස් 4ක් ඉතින් වැඩ කරන්න එපා කියලා. So that because of that feeling, there is a probability of getting things wrong. And when it comes to Wednesday, so the Wednesday is the middle day of the week, so people get bored. වැඩ කළා දැන් අමාරු. So you know that experience, you are experiencing that as well. So there is another tendency of having the more probability of having defects. And when it comes to Friday, so the Friday is the last day, so people are very much hurry to go to their villages. So then there is a probability of having many defects. So that's why auditors of financial, especially the banking sector, they do the audits in most of the cases in these 3 days. It is based on their experience, right? And also like our parents, especially mothers, right? With their motherhood and the experience, they can guess what we have done. හැරෙනකොට කියන්න පුළුවන් කියන්නේ අම්මලට. That is experience with the most brilliant example for the experience based testing technique, right? So when it comes to defect based testing technique, so in here the base is not the experience but the defects, right? So that is like some sort of high-end testing mechanism, right? So in defect based testing, so basically test cases are derived on the basis of the defects. So we will learn how to do that. So instead of the traditional requirement documents or the use cases, those kind of things, the defect based testing technique basically they will have the base as the defects for their testing, right? So this is the overview. So yeah, and like you have to you have very simple activity to do. So I have already uploaded the slides to the Moodle, so you can go through these today's sessions, and you can prepare 5 MCQs with your answers, and I also need explanations also. බහුවරණ විවරණ කියන්නේ. So I need that part. So then like you will be able to understand how we prepare your MCQ test for your quizzes, right? So this will be, so make sure you are doing that one. And like if you are lagging, like if you like having very like marginal marks like 74, so then if you have completed these activities, so I can upgrade your marks, right? So make sure you are doing those things. So you are feel free to contact me anytime. And if the load is little high or my speed is high, so please let me know. I will like we will have a negotiation and we will have a plan, right? Okay. Thank you very much.